Isn't this the way we started?
This is the way it's supposed to end, too.
Oh, Kinser goes
to the
around.
outside.
Kinser goes around off the front bumper of Tony Stewart.
He's upside down, Mike.
And it's not over.
Tony Stewart, the 20 car involved. Caution, of course, is out.
And Stewart gets hit again. A grinding crash in the back straightaway that turns Steve Kinser over. And Tony Stewart hits not one but twice. And that's also Scott Sharp's car in the infield grass. And is that Ted Musgrave?
Ted Musgrave in the 1 car. I mean, you could see this starting to happen off turn 2 as they were getting 2 and 3 wide as they were coming to 2 laps to go.
Musgrave in his first ever Crown Royal IROC start gets swept up in a crash that began when Steve Kinser and Tony Stewart made contact. Kinser's car spent a long time sliding on its roof. But these cars are built to a high standard by the IROC team in New Jersey as Tony climbs out. And they are built with safety in mind first and foremost.
Yeah, I spent a long time talking to the mechanics that install these seats, and you can tell that they take a lot of pride in the way they put these seats, and they try their best to put these guys in the same environment they are in their own cars.
Tony Stewart still nursing sore ribs from his flip in a USAC midget at the Chili Bowl, and just about recovered from that. Ran the 24 hours, has run here in Speed Week so far. You notice he is not holding that rib area. That's very good news. But Tony is okay. And there's Ted Musgrave, who has also climbed from his car and is okay. And Tony looking back at Steve Kinser's car. That's the direction he's walking right now as the track crew is at work there, trying to help Steve out of that car, which still rests upside down.
You can see, looks like Kimmel kicked Kinser up to the outside. Then he jumped up in front of Tony Stewart. Stewart got in the back of him, and it was on from there, it looked like, Mike.
I think we start that a little earlier. We'll see that Kimmel hits Kinser up into Max Pappas, and Steve's car starts to go sideways. There's probably about 3 or 4 hits there to begin.
You can see Kinser's car just wiggling as Kimmel was beating on the back of it, shot him to the outside. Of course, nowhere for Stewart to go.
What's interesting is that Martin Truex is already waving before Kinser gets sideways. Let's have an onboard look here. As you can see, the distance that Kinser's car slid. Boy, that was a hard hit into Pappas and then the wall for Steve Kinser.
And you can see Kinser's car turn dead right. There's nowhere for Tony to go then in the 20.
And then Stewart came across in front of Scott Sharp and then gets hit again by, I believe, Musgrave. So let's back up and show you that first look again, and you'll see the hard hit that Kinser makes into Max Pappas, that actually, Pappas the 16, that actually sends the car sideways.
See right here, Kimmel in the 46, drawing up to the rear bumper of Kinser, sends him up there into the rear bumper of Max Pappas, hits him again. See Kinser's car going to the right there, right up in front of Tony Stewart. Just nowhere to go. Martin Truex Jr. in the 8 car just getting by. There's where the damage to Ted Musgrave's car, the first part of the damage, came.
A long ride on the roof for Steve Kinser. Here Kinser comes across in front of Stewart. They're all pretty much passengers at this point.
There you see where Stewart got into Scott Sharp right there, the 08 car. That's where he got into it.
Scott Sharp climbing into the ambulance. He is okay. Is Kinser.
Kimmel just got such a run right there. Kimmel did. up into the back of Kinser, going down that back straightaway, and of course it just shot him right up into Max Pappas.